For people with speech disabilities, speech-to-speech often is their first opportunity to make an independent phone call, so it confers independence. I've seen many consumers with cognitive disabilities and associated physical disabilities really enjoy the experience of using the telephone. For many of them, they've never had the opportunity to have a conversational exchange with someone using the phone, and with the support of their augmentative communication system, if they're not able to speak, supplemented by the assistance from speech to speech, it really just opens up a whole host of opportunities for these individuals and makes them feel good about their own achievements and staying connected with people.
Try it out.
Push up right now. By calling somebody you know.
By calling somebody you know.
Before you try to call a stranger.
Before you try to call a stranger.
Rob Miller has been a job coach for over 15 years. The telephone helps his students transition from school to work.
Sometimes communicating with a work situation, needing to make notification regarding illness or needing to take a day off maybe at the last minute, and being able to communicate that with your employer on a timely basis is very important.
He chose Stacy and her friend Steve to try their first call together.
I felt it was a nice situation for her to be able to try this, speech to speech.
At first, Stacy is nervous.
Hey, Steve, walk in there. Hi, Steve, how you doing?
But quickly, she found out how easy it could be.
If there was someone there actually able to help Stacy understand what the other person was trying to talk with her about, it would really, I think, give Stacy a level of confidence in using that service and sticking with using it. It'd be really great to be able to teach that as part of the transition. It'd be a great implement to put into all the students, Steve's and Stacy's goals, that they are able to use this service, the speech-to-speech, to make communication a lot easier for them.
Thank you. Right.
I think any school-aged child with a speech disability should have learning how to use speech-to-speech in their IEP. I think it'll not only affect their personal life and their social life and their vocational life, but will also significantly increase their ability to live independently when they become adults. And that's really the focus of an IEP, is to make your life better after you leave school.
I think discussion of the importance of telephone use, independent use of some sort of telecommunications as part of the IEP assessment team, and then eventually, if the team agrees that this is a priority for a student, including this as a goal in the IEP seems very appropriate, and it would help focus the team on identification of instructional strategies and necessary tools like speech-to-speech to accomplish the goal.
As a business executive, it certainly opens up opportunities both from an employment standpoint of who we would hire, as well as certainly customer calls coming in that they would for the first time feel they could call, not necessarily to order our product, but just to inquire about it and to get some of the basic information that any other citizen could get, or customer could get. So I like that a lot about it, that it gives this group of people a freedom of communication.
And I think as they grow older, then it'll just be something that they take for granted and really feel more comfortable with.
And I see that this group of people with speech disorders is going to have as much benefit as the people with hearing impairment, in terms of feeling okay to pick up the phone and know that they're going to be understood on the other end.
In the future, I see speech-to-speech being an integral part of independent living. Be able to make your own doctor's appointment or haircut appointment, or buy an airline ticket, or reserve a seat at a local movie theater, have your groceries delivered, a whole variety of things that you could do to increase your independence.
For Alita, it might mean checking in with Sarah, her case manager.
Hello, Alita. Oh, it's so nice to hear from you. How are you?
Actually, I'm on top of the world.
And certainly this is a human rights issue for the people involved, that we give them that accessibility.
Try it. You might like it.
Speech-to-speech enables people with speech disabilities to communicate with each other for the first time.
It allowed us to begin a grassroots activism.
And it allows us to begin a grassroots activism for the first time in history.
I am very, very pleased today to be able to introduce Dr. Bob Segalman to demonstrate speech-to-speech relay. And here we have a prime example. In fact, I can think of no better example of how communications technologies can bring people together and help us build communities and make sure that no one is left behind and everyone has an opportunity to communicate with one another through technology.
To prevent a significant portion of the population
Because to prevent a significant portion of the population from using the telephone is technological genocide.
So Dr. Bob will continue spreading the word until every last person has heard about speech-to-speech. Who knows? He might even give you a call.
It's worth
It's worth the struggle.